What's up, nerds? It's the Shriver Twins.
I'm Kaitlyn.
And I'm Kristina.
And welcome to Double Feature.
Brand new OCN podcast.
You can go first.
Do you want me to go first?
You can go first. You seem to be wanting to talk more than me.
Yes, I do. So this is a new podcast that we're going to be doing every Friday. We're going to be talking about all things nerdy. And we're going to be drinking while we do it. So
all things nerdy because nerds rule.
Right. So it'll be fun. Today we're going to be talking about Crisis on Infinite Earths, that big crossover event on the CW. Super excited about that. And then, just kind of go into who we are and what we'll be doing with this podcast.
So where would you like to start?
We can talk about us for a little bit.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be all about me.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So we can, want to do 1 to 2 little nerdy things about us and then talk about being twins?
Well, we can kind of combine it.
Go for it. You go first.
Okay. So, some of you out there may know that we're obviously huge nerds, as you can tell.
What? No.
Yeah. Surprised. I know. But, so we're big cosplayers. For those of you in the Denver area, if you ever go to Denver Comic-Con, well, it's now
Pop
Denver
Culture Con.
Yeah, Denver Pop Culture Con. We're there every year cosplaying as anything, really.
We've done Star Wars, Captain America, Frozen. That was a fun one.
That was awesome. And if you haven't seen Frozen 2, go see it. It's amazing.
Do it.
I know that's a tangent, but it's amazing.
It's an amazing tangent. What else have we done? Supergirl.
I've done White Canary and Black Canary.
What other ones?
And we apologize in advance for those listening and not watching.
Right.
If we sound the same, it's just twin surround
Might
sound.
be a little confusing.
That's all it is.
Yep. Whatever. It's all good. We're attending Denver Pop Culture Con. It's in July. It's actually 4th of July weekend.
Party up, America.
Super excited about that. They're actually going to start announcing guests here pretty soon, so we'll be keeping an eye
next
on
week,
that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. I'll probably do my Supergirl again. I love that costume.
Are you still wanting to get the new suit?
Amazing. The pants, I do, but then I have to get bangs, and I'm not fully committed to getting bangs.
But they have clip-on bangs that you can get.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We'll see. Maybe. But I'll at least do the classic with the skirt. What other ones? Oh, I'm going to do a gender bend of Thor Ragnarok, which I'm really excited about. So it's basically just Mighty Thor, Lady Thor. Mighty Thor. Dr. Thor, if you want to do Jane Foster. I'm excited about that. I've already built the helmet, got everything ready to go. It's just a matter of getting the full outfit done. Helmet's done. That's all I've done. So got a ways to go. I'll probably be doing Supergirl and then Thor.
I'm probably going to do my Black Canary, White Canary. Yeah, that's all I have.
That is it. But, it'll be a lot of fun. We'll keep you guys posted on that just as it gets closer, obviously. And then I'm actually going to be attending, I'm sorry, Kaitlyn, San Diego Comic-Con.
She's leaving me, guys.
I am.
It's not
I'm
fair.
sorry.
This isn't the first time this has happened either. She got to go to New York Comic-Con. Oh. And now she's going to San Diego, which is the biggest Comic-Con
I will get you
ever.
stuff. I will get you stuff.
Can it be expensive? Because, since I don't get to go, my heart is broken, so you need to fill that void with something really fancy and expensive from Comic-Con.
Do I, though?
Yes, please, because you're ditching me. Again.
I'll figure out something.
Again.
I will figure out something, okay? So I'll be attending San Diego Comic-Con with my boyfriend. He's a cosplayer, too. That's actually how we met. Hi, Jeremy. Hello.
What's up, dude?
And then we're actually, both of us, not just me.
I'm
both
included,
of us
guys. This
are
is awesome.
Attending Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim, and that's in August.
No, that's in August, yeah.
Is that in August? San Diego Comic-Con's end of July. Oh, geez. Okay.
Okay, wait, so you're going to have...
I'm going to have Denver Pop Culture Con the first week of July, then San Diego Comic-Con, then Star Wars Celebration. And then I'm also going to Orlando in February for Universal Studios.
We can see who the more fun twin is, because she gets to go everywhere.
Guilty, not guilty.
I'm fun, guys, I promise.
Anyways, kind of circle back here for a second.
And we go on tangents a lot, so.
Oops.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. But just with cosplay and everything, you know, we've been cosplaying since, what, 2015?
2015 was our first year. It was right after Force Awakens came out.
Yes.
That we started. We're like, oh my gosh, we have to do it. And you did Rey. And
Back when I was a brunette.
We were both brunettes. This is recent.
Yes.
If you can see me, this is recent.
Like, very recent. Like, that was, like, on Sunday.
Today's Friday. So, yeah. I'm so blonde now. Mm-hmm. So now we don't really look like twins anymore.
No.
So if you're watching and you're like, they're not really twins.
We are.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
We sound the same. Visually, we kind of look the same. Personality-wise, very different.
We did the buns on purpose, so.
Because we're bun twins.
Yeah. We're womb
We're
buddies.
womb mates.
Womb mates, that's what
Womb
it is.
mates.
Womb buddies. I totally messed that up. Whatever.
Slow clap.
Moving on.
Slow clap.
Moving on. So, yeah, no, I mean, we've been nerding out since we were kids. We were kind of the awkward kids, you know, in the class. We'd be, you know, reading on our own, talking about Star Wars and playing with Legos, and just nobody wanted to be friends with us because we were dorks. And being nerdy was not the cool thing at the time, unlike it is
cool.
now.
We made it cool.
Yeah, we were
Just
the first
saying, we
ones.
started the trend.
So, you're welcome. But yeah, no, we'd get made fun of all the time. And one of the weirdest things was that we got made fun of for being twins. That's something we can't control.
I never understood that just because, like, we don't know what it's like to not be twins.
Right, this is normal for us.
Like, yeah, I don't have words to
I don't know.
describe.
We get called clones all the time.
Which, you know, I don't really take offense to that because, like, Star Wars, clones.
Yeah.
Cloners. If,
Whatever.
You know, you use the correct term.
Right, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. We get made fun of all the time just for being nerds. And, again, nowadays it's, like, the cool thing. But, like Kaitlyn said, we were the first ones, so.
You're welcome, America.
We beat you.
We started it.
And, you know, we were always kind of the odd ones out. We did theater growing up.
Well, really only in high school. We wanted to do theater more throughout, you know, middle school and stuff.
But we were forced to do sports and participate and hang out with others. So what
Mom
are you
and
gonna
Dad, if you're watching this, we blame you. Not really.
Thank you,
but
we do.
We love you guys.
Yes, we do. And, you know, just our family kind of still gives us, you know, a little bit of.
Can we say crap?
Okay, yeah, okay, so they give us crap. You know, they kind of make fun of us a little bit just for all the cosplay stuff, but, you know, they're very supportive of us. It was kind of a weird thing for them dropping us off the first time at Denver Pop Culture Con to see all these people in costumes, and we're like, yes, this is our people, and our parents are just looking like wide-eyed, like,
get them
what
into?
did we get them into? Like, what is this?
By the way, we are drinking, and it's only, well, I mean, it's
What is
almost
it?
noon. It's like 11:20. It's close enough. It's fine.
And yeah, they would just like look with wide eyes, like, where are you guys going? What do you even do there? Do you just walk around in costume? Like, is there anything to see? And we're like, it's like any other convention, just with a nerdy covering on top.
Well, and famous people always show up, which is always really cool.
Right. We've met Nathan Fillion, Firefly, Castle.
Which, by the way, we were on a Castle commercial, like, how many years ago was it? It was...
That was back in...
It's whenever the 6th season. It's on YouTube. And we're happy to put the link to that in the description below, so that way
Yes.
you guys can see that. It's real quick for the commercial, but we also have our cosplay Instagram accounts.
You can follow those. Those are also in the description. So yeah, go check us out, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You know, like we said, we'll be posting new videos with this podcast every Friday. We have a lot of nerdy stuff coming up. So with all that background info on us being said, I'm sure we'll have more, you know, tangents as we continue
They'll
this.
happen. They'll happen.
It is what it is. We're going to dive into now the epic
Is it
Crisis
epic or
on
is it...
Infinite Earths crossover with the CW.
Okay, but is it epic or is it just
Super.
destructive?
Or can we say super?
I would say destructive just because my heart was
Everybody
broken.
died. Everybody's gone. Okay.
Well,
There's
okay,
no
spoiler
more.
alert.
I don't even
Spoiler
care.
alert.
Everybody's gone.
Spoiler alert.
Whatever.
Okay,
It's been
so-
out since Tuesday, so they're.
However,
if you haven't watched it
if
yet,
you
it's your own
haven't,
fault.
well, they have it on the CW app. Okay, you can stream it for free. Okay, watch it.
If you haven't yet, you need to watch it. But spoiler: everybody dies.
Well, they already know that because you already ruined it. Unless you've
It's
like,
Crisis on Infinite Earths. Like, what do you expect is gonna happen?
they're in a crisis.
They're not all gonna sing, like dance around and sing Kumbaya. Like they're dead.
Although if you do watch Legends of Tomorrow, that's what they do.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
And if you're watching, I have my Bebo. So if you know what Legends of Tomorrow is, you're welcome.
It's ridiculous. So ridiculous.
It's probably one of the best DC shows, honestly. Because they don't give a crap.
We can argue that, but I won't deal
That's
with
for
it
another
today.
time.
That's
another
day.
time.
But yeah, so with the Crisis on Infinite Earths, this is like the biggest crossover event ever in like TV history.
Well, because they had the first 3 parts of 5, so it's a 5-hour
5
crossover.
episodes. We had the first one on Supergirl Hour, that was on Sunday, and then it went to Batwoman on Monday, and then The Flash on Tuesday.
And then it'll come back January 14th with Arrow and Legends, same night. Back to back.
I'm not ready. At all.
No.
I wasn't ready for like the first 3, and then...
Well, and they
they
did stuff that like I was expecting, but like not that soon.
Right. No, I was really excited about just all the cameo appearances, like, and to have Brandon Routh come back as Superman, like
he's my favorite Superman of all time.
Was amazing.
Of all time.
Like that was probably my favorite cameo of the entire thing. But they also had, Burt Ward, so Robin. Oh gosh, who else? They had.
Holy Crisis, Batman!
Yeah, oh gosh, I can't even think of everybody else. Oh, they had Kevin Conroy came back as Bruce Wayne,
which. Oh my gosh, he was fantastic.
So good. So if you guys, he's a voice actor for Batman for Bruce Wayne
many years.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So it was great to see him. And just like the little appearances just from other shows that actually ties into the Arrowverse. Like Titans is officially part of the Arrowverse now, even though that was kind of separate.
Lucifer.
Yeah, Lucifer's now
which
part
that
of
was
the
probably my
Arrowverse.
favorite. I think,
Yeah, he was on the Fox.
Lucifer's on Fox, I believe.
So it's just weird tying them all in. And then, so it's just a lot of superheroes, lots of stuff happening. People died. People are alive.
Is this too controversial to say that I liked it more than Avengers Endgame?
Shots fired.
Oh,
Shots
our
fired.
producer's telling me to walk out the door, so
you can get out now.
I'm going to keep my butt right here. I'm not leaving.
You can get out now. This is just going to be me now. Kaitlyn, bye. Peace out. See you later. Get out.
See you later.
Get out.
You know what? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
You brought it on yourself, honestly.
You know what? That's why I said not to be controversial. But
by saying that, you're automatically being controversial.
Well,
like, you're just asking for trouble.
If you agree with me,
who would agree? Nobody's going to comment. Nobody's going to comment.
Yeah. Well, okay. You know what? If you agree with me, comment down below.
It's going to be like 2 people. It's going to be 2 people.
And myself included, honestly. And
you're going to create different accounts just to make it look like more people.
No, I'm not. How dare you?
You're going to create an account under my name and then do it.
Well, because we've switched places before.
We have.
Why not do it again?
That was fun. That was what, like first grade?
Was it first grade?
Yeah, we got in trouble.
Not to name names, but somebody told on us.
Yeah, we went the whole day. Because we were in different homerooms for first grade, because we had homerooms in first grade.
Because they didn't want us cheating off of each other when we were in kindergarten.
This was first grade. Did you know?
No, because we were in the same kindergarten class. But they put us in separate homerooms in first grade because they didn't want us to cheat off each other.
Right, which is dumb. What are you going to cheat on? Like, you're coloring and cutting stuff out, so.
How to count to 10.
Right.
Like, is that in kindergarten?
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
So
but they thought we'd cheat, and so we're like, you know what? We're just going to switch just to see how the other half lives kind of thing, and we got in trouble.
We would have gone the whole day, but then,
don't name drop.
I won't name drop.
Don't do it. We remember who it was, but we're not going to say.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. If you somehow come across this podcast and you hear us talking about it, you know who you are. I doubt it, but you never know.
He or she who should not be named.
Voldemort. Yes.
Twin Surround Sound is brought to you by.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's get right back into Crisis. So, the Paragons.
Yes, so there are 7 Paragons. So these are the last 7 heroes.
Because everybody else is dead.
Yes, so all of the Earths vanished because of the antimatter.
So now
everybody's dead. So all of the other supporting characters. Sorry, all of the other supporting characters. I'm just gonna keep going.
You know what? Okay, fine. I'll let you.
Are gone. So we have all the Supergirl cast. So Dreamer, Lena, Alex.
Lena. I love Lena. I'm
Kelly,
sorry. She's one of my
all
favorite.
of them are gone. Same, just with all the other ones. I don't watch the other ones. I really only care about Supergirl and Legends, but so sorry if
you heard it, folks. She admitted she likes Legends.
I like Supergirl more, but I enjoy Legends. It's fun. But the other shows, honestly, I've never watched. So I don't know.
I've seen some of The Flash, but it's mostly when they're in the crossovers.
Exactly.
But that's about it.
Yeah. And, so everybody's gone. The only ones left are Batwoman. Let's see. Supergirl, Sarah Lance.
Woo!
Lex Luthor.
Okay, that was... Okay. When that happened, so he had the Book of Destiny, right? And so it had the 7 paragons on it with, like, their names or their symbols. And at the very last second, he took a Sharpie.
Just wrote his name
and wrote
right
his
in
name
there.
right on top of Superman's. And then he just, like, took his place. So Superman is dead.
Kingdom Come Superman. So Brandon Routh is gone.
Okay.
Just a glorified cameo.
Again, he was fantastic. But,
Yes.
I'm just going to take a Sharpie and write,
It's such a Lex thing to do, though. And he's
Well, it's not
John
like there's any
Cryer-
other Lexes left, so it's
Right.
like he's the only one.
But John Cryer as Lex Luthor is my
best-
absolute favorite. So
the best interpretation of that character
Besides-
to date.
besides Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville.
You only
okay?
say that because you met him at Comic-Con.
I did meet him, but he's amazing too, and that's like pre-Lex with the comics. So
Gene Hackman.
pretty good.
I'm gonna. Oh,
our producer just left because we said that.
I made him mad.
Oops.
Twice in the span of only a few minutes.
Right? Is that a record? It's got to be. But
It is for me.
anyways, we keep going on tangents, so we need to kind of refocus here. But 7 paragons.
So,
let me start
Batwoman.
over. Batwoman, Supergirl, Sarah Lance, Lex Luthor in place for Superman, and then Ryan Chow, who in the comics takes over
isn't it
for Choi.
We apologize.
I'm so sorry. Takes over for the Atom in the comics, but we just met him in the crossover as just a human scientist. He's the paragon of humanity. And then Barry Allen. So we have the 7. But
So Courage,
Batwoman,
Hope,
Supergirl,
Destiny,
Sarah Lance,
Truth,
Lex Luthor,
Honor,
Martian Manhunter, so John Jones,
Humanity,
and Ryan, how do you pronounce it?
Choi.
I'm so sorry. And then Love is Barry Allen.
Lena should have been Humanity.
Yes, okay, thank you.
It should have been Lena.
That's what I think.
She's the better Luthor.
She's amazing. So, is it Katie McGraw? Is that how you pronounce
Yes.
it? Katie McGraw.
She's an Irish actress. If you don't know her, look her up. She's awesome.
She's fantastic. She was only supposed to be in Supergirl for
3 episodes.
3 episodes?
And then this whole season 5 has been about her relationship with Kara, and it's crazy to think that like she was only signed on for 3 episodes, but then it's just like, nope, you're going to be the full focus of this season.
Right, and that's the same thing that happened with John Cryer's Lex Luthor. He was only supposed to be in he was in 3 episodes.
He was only supposed to be in 3 episodes
of
and then
Supergirl, and then they brought him back for Crisis.
Well, because he wanted to be a part of Crisis. And so they brought him back because he wanted to do it, and then it became a serious cliffhanger with him. Oh, gosh. I'm not ready for January 14th, but I am so excited at the same time.
Now I'm wondering, okay, so they erased all of the Earths. All the universes are gone. The Paragons are in the vanishing point, which is like unreachable by time, and the anti-monitor and like this whole thing. But how are they going to get everybody back? Because the rest of the series, like their second half of their seasons, have started filming. So I'm like, what can the story be?
My question is, so the Pariah put them in the vanishing point. Did he vanish with the antimatter as well?
I don't remember.
Where is he?
I have no idea.
So like, is he able to bring them back? Because how do they get out of the vanishing point?
See, I don't know. They might have to use the Book of Destiny somehow, and like maybe that's when they create that.
But Lex
field.
only had a sheet from the Book of Destiny. He didn't have the actual book. So the book is gone.
That's right. I have no idea. I don't even know where to start.
My hope, because we just for the fine print, as you could call it, we haven't read the comic, so if we're way off, no judgment, please. We're learning.
We're nerds, but we're getting there.
We're getting there. We're not big comic book nerds as far as like the actual books itself. Everything else, though, definite nerds.
Yeah, but with all that, like, I don't know how in the comics they bring everything back, but I'm just curious, like, how they're going to do it in the show, because everything, seriously, is gone. Like, so...
Like you, me...
We're all dead.
All you people, we're all gone.
We're all gone, so...
Josh, you're gone too. Sorry.
I just don't know
he's
how
giving me an evil look right now. Right. Now he's gonna cry.
I just don't know how they're gonna start everything over unless it's like maybe like only the 7 Paragons remember everything that happened in Crisis, and they basically like retcon everything else that has happened in, you know, the 5 seasons of Supergirl, the 5 seasons of Legends, and
Flash, so Legends
and
hasn't even started season 5 yet. This is the first time we've seen Legends since May with their season 4 finale,
That's
which
true.
I am mad because why didn't they get it? Yes, why didn't they get a season 5A? They're like the best show next to Supergirl. There you go.
You got that backwards.
So we don't know. So we don't know. Honestly, what's going to happen? Because, like, how is it going to change? Because it's going to affect every single show.
Yeah.
Black Lightning is included in that as well.
Yeah, he was in there for a split second.
It was very brief. I feel kind of bad. He wasn't even, he didn't even get, his own hour.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm, like, at a loss for words because I'm still trying to process it, even though the last episode was on Tuesday.
My big hope is, since I'm a huge Sarah Lance fan, since I cosplay as her. She's probably my favorite character in the Arrowverse, ever since she was on Arrow, and just her journey from the Canary, all the way up to where she is now as captain of, you know, the Legends and on the Wave Rider and everything.
I also love that she's the Paragon of Destiny. I feel like that is so fitting.
If you watched, I believe it was season 2 of Legends, she had the Spear of Destiny.
Oh,
so that ties in with that. And so my big hope is that she's kind of the one that leads everybody and becomes like the team leader, just because she's already an amazing captain and she's already used to leading, to where, she can lead everybody.
Yeah. No, I'm just excited for all like the team ups with Sarah, Batwoman, and Supergirl.
And it's just cool to see everybody. It's like it's
big,
like when we go to Comic-Con.
Right,
It's just cool
that's
to see
exactly what
everybody
it is, just to see everybody in costume.
And
It's the best.
Yeah, it's so cool, and I bet they have a fun time. It looks like a blast filming it, too.
No, just seeing like some of the behind the scenes stuff, like, oh my gosh, it looks like a blast.
You already said that.
I know, but I'm going to reiterate it because it's amazing. And
it's amazing.
It's kind of funny. It's a blast, and then everything blew up.
Did you? Okay.
Got it? Yes.
Okay. My sister, ladies and gentlemen.
You're welcome. I'm here all week.
No, we're only here on Fridays.
Oh, right. But yeah, I'm telling you, I just don't know how they're going to come back from this, because Supergirl's getting ready to, the 100th episode is coming up. I believe they're filming it now, actually.
I think it was this week they were filming it.
They're filming that now, and like there's behind the scenes photos of Kara, like revealing herself.
You forgot to do that. You were going to do your... Stand up. For those watching, for those listening, she has her Supergirl tank top on, and she was going to rip it open and be like, and take her glasses off. I was going to say sunglasses. Take her glass. Do it.
I'll do it later.
We'll do it at the end.
Will I, though?
Button your shirt up. But do it. Do it. Do it.
I'm doing it. Chill. Keep talking.
So, okay.
Or no, I'm just talking.
You were talking. I know. Like, what are you doing?
That's me. But there's behind the scenes photos of Kara revealing herself in front of press and different things.
But she has her new suit.
Yes, the pants.
So my question is, when they do that, so does that mean, because she got her suit at the beginning of season 5.
Yes,
like
and it was
first
amazing.
Episode. And
like
does that mean, though?
Iron Man stuff right there.
Oh, I know. It just goes
comes
on her. And it's just awesome. Because she has to rip her glasses off a certain way, and it just appears.
It's the best.
I want to learn how they did, I want to know how they did that, CGI and stuff, because that's just next level stuff. I almost said something else, but this is going to be a family channel. So,
cheers to that. I'm going to drink to that.
I would, but I have to really tilt this to even get a sip. So, I'm going to do it.
But yeah, no, I just don't know where they're going to take it. Is everybody going to remember all the events of Crisis, or are they just going to start over?
For everybody else, I think they're going to start over for everybody else. But for the 7 Paragons and for those that were a part of it, they're going to remember. So how is that going to affect their relationships with all of the other characters that were dead?
Okay, I'm sorry. The way they treat Kara is terrible.
I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen.
I mean, there's a reason I cosplay her. I felt, just really connection with her. There's things that have happened in my past. It's a whole story I can go into about it another time.
That'll be on the non-family channel.
Yeah, really. That makes it sound like a lot worse than it is, and it's not.
My bad. Okay, just ignore what I just said, but continue. Sorry.
No, I just really connect with her as a person. Like, she's a journalist. I'm a writer. That's like the bare minimum of it right now. I'm not going like too deep with it.
They both write.
Surface level stuff.
Sorry.
I eat a lot. I don't know. I mean, there's so many different things that we could talk about. Can I finish?
Hold on. But she has the craziest metabolism that I have ever seen. Like,
guilty.
Hollow leg right here. I'm poking her. But continue.
Not?
You were interrupting me. It's only fair.
Touche. I don't even remember where I was going with that.
Knock, knock.
Yeah, so that's it. So connections just with Supergirl, why I'm a cosplayer, why I feel like such a deep connection to the show and Kara as a person. And they don't treat her very well, like in terms
not in the
of
crossovers.
The character, not in the crossovers at least.
It's always about Oliver, which as a character, I liked him in like the first like 3 seasons of Arrow. Otherwise, after that, I'm just kind of like, meh. But that's also because Sarah died and then came back, and that's a whole other issue.
Right. But they just, in the crossover specifically, they just don't utilize her as much as they should. She's stronger than Superman, like Superman. And then
He's so super.
They just push her to the side like she's not like the most powerful person on the entire planet or the entire universe.
What universe?
Oh, snap. Too soon.
Oh, snap.
That was too soon.
It was like Thanos. Snap.
That was too soon. That's too soon. That was like, I'm just going to leave. I can't.
You're going to leave me all alone?
You were going to leave
all
earlier.
the 7 Paragons are all alone? I'm making myself laugh.
But I haven't even finished my statement. Like,
Shutting up. I'm shutting up.
Thank you. But with Kara, like, I just feel they just don't utilize her efficiently. Like, it was nice in, the Batwoman episode of Crisis and the Flash episode that we got to see more of her. But she was hardly in the Supergirl episode, and she's Supergirl.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that was just so...
That's unfortunate.
Dumb. I don't know. It was just dumb. And, the writers, I just don't think they know what to do with her completely.
Well, because I think, didn't they have it to where... And honestly, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, so comment below if I'm wrong. Didn't they, like, have the writers from the different shows, like, all come together to write this?
So for any of the crossovers, they always have the writers come together and, like, kind of figure out, like, what their storylines are going on. They always plan things with the crossover events in mind. But for whatever reason, I don't know if, like, the Supergirl writers just don't speak up. I mean, I'm not there, so I can't say for sure, but they just don't treat Kara like they should. And that's a really big disservice. And Melissa is, like, an amazing actress. She's fantastic. She actually grew up here in Colorado where we're based. And, she has so much talent, and I just feel like they're just kind of scratching the surface of it. They haven't really fully utilized her as an actress.
Mm-hmm. And like with this season, just with Supergirl, with that season, like there's been so much raw emotion that they've been able to bring to the team, her and Katie McGraw. Mm-hmm. Like, 1, their chemistry is just undeniable. And 2, it's just, they're so talented. Like,
right. I think they just elevate each other, too, whenever they're on screen.
Oh, completely, completely.
It's just so fun to watch, just the dynamic. And, I mean, I would even say the same is for whenever Melissa and
Kyler
are on screen, just like their sister.
Sisters, oh.
I was going to say, like, sistership, but I don't even think that's a word. Just their sister relationship.
Hashtag sistership.
What up?
What? New hashtag for the win.
And, I just love them together. There's any scenes they are in together, and it's really obvious that, like, they get along well on and off screen, and that shines through in their acting. And, and I would even say, like, in this crossover with Batwoman and Supergirl, I love that dynamic because we kind of get, like, the world's finest that we kind of touched on in the Crisis last year, which is great. So I'd love to see, like, more Supergirl kind of joining Batwoman series for a bit, and then vice versa. But
what I would love, because with this, though, because I believe in the comics, like, the Earths all combine into one. They merge into one. So does that mean that all of their universes are going to be forever entangled?
Yes. So it'll make the crossovers
so what
easier.
does that mean?
It'll
Well, because Arrow ends with this crossover.
Yeah,
So it's over. So
everything's just starting over. I don't know how I feel about it. They built all this up. They just tear it all down and start over. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Supergirl is not going to die.
I don't want her to die.
She's not going to die. She can't
They're
die.
going to change that.
Lex Luthor can die.
Yeah, he can go away.
He
Nobody
can
cares.
die.
John Cryer's great, but, like, he needs to go.
Which I just think is cool because he's always been in more comedic roles.
Right,
and
so it's
where
really
he's
cool
doing
to see
just
him
like this
kind of stretch
real,
that
like,
muscle.
I can't say a lot of words that I really want to say about his character. Not as, like, him as a person, but, like, Lex Luthor. Jinx. He's a real piece of work.
That's one way to put it.
It's a nice way to put it.
That's a very nice way to put it.
Just the fact that I hate him so much just shows how talented he is.
Yes,
as
no,
an
I
actor.
totally agree.
It's like that kid from Game of Thrones.
Oh, Joffrey.
Joffrey. I forgot his name because he's just a little something that I'm not gonna say.
Oh, that's that you just like started something. And I'm just like, oh, I just clenched up. I just got
Okay,
so
happy
mad.
thoughts. Happy thoughts. Let's go back to the happy thoughts.
What happy thoughts? Everybody's dead. Not the ones that matter.
You have to have hope, Christina. If you're gonna cosplay as Kara, the Paragon of Hope, have hope.
I have none. Zero.
Well, that's disappointing.
And that's the tea.
Or champagne, because that's what she's drinking right now. Okay, sorry. This is a complete tangent, though. And we'll probably talk about it on a whole other podcast. However, just the tea reminded me, if you guys haven't seen The Mandalorian with Baby Yoda, there's like that meme of him with like, it's like the soup, but it's like the new Kermit the Frog tea meme.
I love Baby Yoda.
Amazing.
So cute. How many tangents have we got?
Too many to count. To
This
keep
is
track
just-
of. An infinite number of tangents.
Gosh.
Oh!
Mic drop.
Mic drop and walk away.
That's it. That's how we end the podcast. No,
We still have so much
we
time.
still have quite a bit of time. But
So, okay, my big question for you then.
go for it.
What do you want to see happen in the crossover when it comes back?
I want to see Kara kick butt, first of all. I want her to be angry and actually show emotion for once. Because, the first season of Supergirl, they let her show emotion. They let her get angry. But I feel like since then, they've kind of held her back in a way.
Well, and she's
where
kept it all inside to where she's going to crack.
She's totally internalizing everything. And then especially after everything, that's happening with Lena and that relationship. And then she lost Argo City. So her family, people of Krypton. She lost her Earth. She lost her sister. She lost her friends. And then the rest of the universe, everybody's gone.
But when that happened, there wasn't
by
really...
herself.
I mean, of course, it was at the very, very end of the episode. But when that happened, there was no emotion on really any of the characters as far as everybody is gone.
Well, I think they're just in shock.
Well, that's fair. But, my hope is that they actually show that emotion, oh my gosh, they lost everybody.
I hope so. Isn't there supposed to be a time jump too with this
think so.
crossover?
I think so. So
maybe we'll kind of see them
as far as
working-
how long in between, I have no idea.
Right, but hopefully we'll see them working through those emotions and that anger, and then hopefully that'll kind of give. I mean, obviously it'll end well. That
Maybe
everybody
I
comes
should
back,
take a sneak peek
but
in our.
don't.
Why?
Because we'll watch it later and we can read that after and just kind of compare it. That could be a fun. I mean, we could compare it after we read it.
Ooh,
Do
that's
you
a
want to
good
do that?
idea.
Maybe we'll do that for
If
a
you guys
podcast.
want to see that, let us know.
let us know in the comments.
If not, just don't say anything.
Also, just let us know in the comments if you're sick of all our tangents. But just to give you a heads up, this is a look
Into
at
our
the
life.
daily craziness that is our lives.
When we live together, apparently we can't separate. We work together.
Right, so we just can't get rid of each other. We love each other so much. Right, it's just we're sisters. It is what it is. And it's fun. And the fact that we get to do a podcast together is probably the greatest thing. This gets me so excited.
Did we mention? We might have already mentioned this. It was probably in the very, very beginning. For For those of you that are familiar with Double Feature, we did have our movie reviews.
Yes.
TV show reviews
2
a
years
while
ago?
back. Yeah, or it's about a year and or almost 2 years ago.
Going
You're
on
right.
2 years.
And so it's
gosh.
kind of the continuation of this,
Yes.
but more so to where we can actually sit down and have a conversation about
Versus
it.
it being scripted and, pretty short. So that way we can devote an entire, 45 minutes to an hour on movie reviews and, talking about nerdy things and, just kind of have fun and just hang out with each other. And
If you guys have suggestions as far as like topics you'd like us
For
to
sure.
talk about, comment below.
right, we like taking quizzes and, testing our knowledge because, we know a fair amount, but we don't know a lot. We don't know everything, obviously. But
we're gonna do
cosplay stuff. We might do some makeup.
like I will paint her face, and
And then
she will
try to
attempt
paint her
paint my
face.
face.
I'm not an artist at all. But
Yeah,
will
I
try.
made our lovely graphic in the background.
Yes.
You Marvel fans will recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
It's beautiful.
Even though we're talking about DC, that's
Right.
just gonna be our main logo.
It kind of contradicts, doesn't it?
Well, I have Game of Thrones up here, so
At least I have a Batman one that ties it together.
I didn't have a different mug, and I think mine's pretty awesome. I almost said something.
I heard it.
I stopped myself.
Language.
Sorry.
So I don't even know where else we want to talk about. I think we kind of covered it as much as we can
covered
without
as
going
much
on
as we can.
tangents.
But honestly, okay, so my question then, kind
Okay.
of separate from Crisis, Supergirl 5B. After Crisis, what do you want to see happen? What do you not want to see happen?
I want Lena and Kara to be friends again and be happy and stop internalizing their emotions.
They just need to have a conversation and talk it out.
Just talk. And Lena needs to get the stick out of her butt and just do something about it, honestly. This whole, you hurt me, you lied to me, so I'm going to do it back
but
is so childish and immature.
In her defense, I stand Lena Luthor. She's my queen. But
Queen!
she's Queen Lena. But no, really though, she's fantastic.
You stand
Where is it going
Queen
with this?
Lena. Roll it back. You like Lena, but you're defending her because I said that she needs to get the stick out of her butt.
Thank you.
It's true.
Very true. So, but she's been hurt before, with Andrea, which if you guys have watched Supergirl, you know who that is. She's been betrayed so many different times, and everybody has lied to her for over 3 years. If somebody was lying to you about who they were for over 3 years, and everybody else in your life knew about it except you, how would you handle that? You would be pretty mad.
Yeah, I'd probably do the same thing.
You would be dramatic.
I can hold a grudge, so yeah, I'd probably do the same thing.
It's very true. It's very true. Trust me.
I don't know. It's easy to say that, but it's different. I'm sure when you're in the moment, it's easy for me to say that as if you're she needs to, get her act together and stop, doing this and doing that. But yeah, I guess if I were in that position, I would do the same thing.
Would you do it to me?
I want to say no, but knowing myself, I probably would, and I'm sorry if that ever happens.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
I'm sorry in advance. I'm sorry I'm going to all
Just
these
a
things
blanket
without
apology
you.
to
Yes,
cover
a blanket
everything
apology
that'll
for-
eventually happen.
For everything that I've done in the past and anything that I probably will do in the future.
Well, I have one word to say to you. Ditto.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say something else.
What?
That was scary. I don't know what I thought. I just automatically went to the worst case scenario, so.
Awkward silence.
Oops. Where were we?
Lena?
How do we keep getting stuck? Okay.
It's because there's so much to talk about. We
There
just don't
is.
know
I
where
just-
to loop back around.
No. Okay, so you were asking my thoughts about Supergirl 5B.
Yes. Do you want to ask me a question?
So-
Maybe I've been asking you so
Yes.
many questions.
Okay, so well, can I
because
answer
I'm
yours?
nice and I want to ask you questions, but I never get it in return.
Can I answer your question first? What I want from?
Oh, that's right. You didn't answer.
You're getting all mad at me yet. I haven't even answered your question.
Continue.
So, Supergirl 5B. I think I want Kara and Lena to to make up, be friends again, and I want to see a team up with them. Lena can she's a genius. She can make whatever she wants. She has access to all of Lex's technology. It'd be so cool to kind of take,
What
it's
if
usually
she
like a
gets a
super and a
Lexo
Luthor, butting heads and everything. It'd be cool to see them actually team up and save the world. I think that'd be awesome. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it'd be cool. What?
Hi. What if she gets her own Lexo suit that she designs?
That'd be pretty dope.
What would it look like?
It wouldn't have the stupid helmet, first of all. That thing was so dumb.
The CGI with that was really bad, too.
I don't know. I would say maybe it'd be similar to the one she made for Kara at the end of season 4. Or no, that's the beginning of season 4. She used it at the end of season 4.
Well, yeah, because there's kryptonite in the air, the whole thing.
Yeah. That would be something like that would be cool. Minus, I don't like.
I don't like the helmets.
It's just, and I guess they do that just if they're using stunt doubles.
It would be
stuff,
cool if they could do kind of like what they've done with the Canaries, and they have the mask, or like with Arrow, and they have the mask, which that's like my favorite part of my cosplay, is just because like you become the character.
Yes.
Again,
no, I mean
tangent,
that's just it. Like when I put on the suit, it changes you. Like, I don't know, all of a sudden, like, I'm usually a pretty shy person. I'm not, like, I kind of stick to myself. Like, I'm pretty quiet.
She becomes a very confident Kryptonian.
Yes, like, the people around the office here will say, oh, you know, she's the quiet one. Like, just let her be in the corner and, you know, she'll do whatever.
Shove her in the corner.
Pretty much. That's how it feels
I'm in the
sometimes.
corner, too, so it's fine.
But when I put the suit on, it, like, changes you. Like, you start standing up straighter. And, you know, I get, like, a power walk. And it's a whole thing. It changes you as a person. So it's really cool just with all of the costumes that they have to see these actors and actresses, like, kind of elevate to another level. And when Supergirl got the pants, it was...
She finally has pants.
Yes. Like,
when they film in Vancouver.
Right. So she's cold all the time. So...
And majority of the time in the winter and the cold seasons, like...
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm cold all the time, and I'm miserable, you know, if it's cold and I'm wearing this, so...
She's cold when it's, like, 70 degrees.
That's true, actually. I'm cold, I eat a lot, and I'm tired all the time. What are you going to do?
So you're a millennial. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. But,
I mean, I am, too, because we're twins.
But with the suit... Sorry. Thank you. It definitely elevates you, and... You know, I'm so glad that she finally has pants now because it's been 4 seasons of the skirt and the tights. And, like, it's an iconic look, don't get me wrong. But I love the pants, too. And now I'm like, as soon as I saw the first photo of the pants, I wanted the costume, and I had just gotten this one. I just want more costume options. I'm going to do Red Daughter at some point. I already have a few Cara Danvers outfits. I've done Supergirl already, but I want to do the pants version because... It's amazing, and I can stay warm and do it for, like, winter conventions. It'll be great.
You just have to do the bangs. If you're going to get the suit, commit to the bangs.
I
was saying you need to cut.
Yeah, she was telling me I should just chop it off.
We had bangs in, like, middle school. It was up till middle school, and then we grew them out. But, like,
do you remember
bring them back.
Do you remember what we looked like with those, though?
But we were in middle school.
It was bad.
It was middle school. Everybody looked bad.
It's not middle everybody.
School. It's very true. Like...
Not
it's
everybody.
Middle school.
We were in a league of our own on that front, honestly. Like
a league of just the two of us. It was just the two of us, a league of our own.
Mouthful of braces, straight across bangs. Like it was a sight.
I cut my bangs, and so they went like way up here.
You had to wear like clips.
I had to wear clips in my hair. That was like in first grade though, because I'm like, ooh, what would this do? And I took some scissors.
Maybe that's how they found out we switched places, because I didn't have clips in my hair. Figured it out.
You know,
I'm a genius.
Almost.
And we totally blame somebody else. I'm sorry.
Whoever I blame.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
Voldemort.
Yep. Okay. Do you have questions for me now? Because it's my turn.
It is your turn. So, with Legends.
Yes.
What do you think is going to happen? So, Sarah is the only Legends repping in Crisis right now. Everybody else, they didn't want to do the crossover. What is going to happen? How are they going to bring everybody back?
I just want to say I love how they break the fourth wall with it's like, yeah, I promised them I wouldn't have them do another crossover again. Because last year they weren't even a part of it. They made their own kind of crossover within their own show.
Oh, was that with the that was with like the Siren? What is it?
Sirens of Space Time.
That's
which, if you don't know what that is, it's like Charlie's Angels, but like with space. Well, duh, it's in the name. But since they're time travelers, it goes hand in hand. But
that's
I just bumped my mic.
I guess this is 5A for them, the first half of the
season. I know,
and
I'm really disappointed just because, like, they bring so much energy, and it's just a really fun show to where it's like, why not have it all the time? But I wish it was all the time. But I'm really disappointed that they're not starting until after Crisis, and I'm not totally sure whether or not like Crisis is going to affect the first like I think because Crisis technically in the Legends schedule is episode 8. So we're going to have 7 episodes prior to that where I don't think Crisis has affected it. So it'll be interesting to see the change from 7 to 8.
So wait. So they're in Crisis now, but when it comes back just as Legends, they're basically gonna like go back.
It's before
and then
Crisis
lead up
happened, I believe. I might be wrong because there's been so many different.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because they've said like I've heard like 3 different things that they've said about it, and
I see. I didn't know that.
It could either be post-Crisis or pre-Crisis. I have no idea. The one that I've heard majority of the time has been before Crisis happened.
See, I had no idea.
Yeah, because I think they said episode 8 of Legends is going to be like when Crisis already happened. So the first 7, I'm very interested in. They're also doing, because I know you love The Office, I believe their first episode is going to be like a documentary type style because it's Legends and they can do that. And I want to see a different show, like one of the different Arrowverse shows, try to do what Legends does and succeed because you can't beat the Legends.
For whatever reason, they're get away with it.
You can't do it.
They can get away with it. I mean, I really want a musical episode.
You already had a musical episode, but you mean of Legends?
Just of all of them. Of all of them. I want a musical episode.
We have been drinking a little bit and didn't have breakfast.
Oops.
Not an oops. This is a whatever the opposite of oops is.
I don't even know. But no, I want a musical episode because I know they did it with The Flash and Supergirl back in like season 2.
Well, because they did do one kind of musical number in an episode of Legends this past season, but it was only one song.
But a whole
amazing song.
I mean,
but
if they can
do a whole episode, that would be great.
Well, I'm just saying, if they can do a whole episode on puppets.
They did do a whole
whatever
episode
that
puppets.
Monstrosity is over there.
It's Bebo.
They can do a musical episode. I think that'd be so fun.
Yeah, no, like they legit did a puppets episode where they like got turned into puppets and they sing songs like Sesame Street.
It was ridiculous. I thought it was.
I would sing it, but I can't sing, and I don't want to embarrass myself more than I already have. So, but it's like puppets. I'll do it. Whatever.
Puppets of tomorrow. Today,
no,
right?
You do puppets of tomorrow. Puppets of tomorrow. Today.
Oh, see, I don't know it apparently.
And then he's like, I think because they had like an announcer for like what they do on like Sesame Street, like happening on Puppets of Tomorrow, and then they're like, today we learned about the number 3, and like
that's so dumb.
It's so stupid, but it's so funny and it works.
Somehow it works, and like you said, you can't do that on any of the other Arrowverse shows. Like, I mean, you could never do something like that on Arrow. Well, because Arrow do something like that on
Arrow's
Flash.
Just a ripoff of Batman.
It is. We said it here first. Probably not. Other people, I'm sure, have made that connection, but.
Well, because just the storyline that they started with Arrow. Well, it is the same universe, but they just took Batman's storyline and just gave it to Oliver Queen.
Because, again, I haven't read the comics, but from what I've heard is that Arrow, like in the comics, is like this not so serious character. He's kind of,
although Stephen Amell's done a fantastic job. He really started all of it because without him, he's like the Robert Downey Jr. of the DC shows.
For sure.
With Iron Man,
totally
he
agree.
started that, and so it's just like Stephen Amell
really
is
cool.
Yeah, like without it. In Arrow, like without him in Arrow, we wouldn't have any of this.
No,
we wouldn't be sitting here in front of you talking
and nerding out and going on tangents about it.
And honestly, without him or Sarah Lance, we wouldn't be here because they both got on the gambit. Done.
Didn't she die?
She's died like 4 times. Okay, yeah, 1, 2, probably 3.5. Wait, 3.5.
How is it 3.5?
Well, because with their crossover, they kind of said, when Charlie went back to like change the timeline, Sarah died at one point.
Okay, I've only ever seen the episodes once, so
I watched them way too much.
I didn't remember that.
I have a problem.
Just a little bit. It's okay. I have
Puppets
the same problem.
Tomorrow, today.
That's gonna be stuck in my head the rest of the day.
Maybe we should make that our theme song.
No, we could get in trouble for that. Let's not do that.
Let's
make up our own. We'll make up our own.
If you have ideas, let us know, because I got nothing right now as far as theme ideas.
Yeah, so is there anything you want to just kind of final thoughts on crossover? Any final thoughts?
That I'm sad and I want to cry. I did cry, actually. I did tear up a little bit. Because we didn't even talk. Did we talk about Oliver in the first episode?
Oh, no, he died in the first episode.
Holy crap. What the heck?
They just killed him right there.
Like,
He's back now as a Spectre. He's a Spectre now.
But first, before they did that, though, because they had him, I really don't know what Spectre is, but that's what they're bringing him back.
It means something, but he's not the Green Arrow
It's something
anymore.
special, and he's going to, like,
he has, like, green
fancy.
eyes and something weird.
He's going to be wearing a suit, not his Arrow suit, but, like, a tailored, like, fancy
My best
suit.
guess is that it's, like, it kind of like the Monitor, the Anti-Monitor, like, he's supposed to be, like, this elevated being of some kind, and, like, he could see everything that's happening,
Can I finish my one thought before?
Yes, I'm just explaining
Now
what
I
I
know
thought
how you
Spectre
feel,
was.
and I apologize. So, but yeah, so, like, when he died, they decided to take him to a Lazarus pit, which those of you who are familiar with Arrow, that's how they brought Sarah back. It's part of, League of Assassins, all of that stuff.
The whole thing.
And so they wanted to bring him back since they were able to bring Sarah back from the dead. And
They couldn't find his soul.
They couldn't find his soul. And then when they went to Purgatory to find him, it was Lian Yu, which is where they were stranded. If you know, you know. I could talk forever about this. But they went to get his soul, and then he didn't want to go back with them. And then he became the Spectre. So I'm just interested to see what is going to happen, because in the promo for the next episode, it's something with Barry Allen and, like, I think they said Flashpoint.
Yeah, the Flashpoint.
So,
I don't know. We're gonna watch it, find out. We'll get back to you.
we'll watch it, we'll cry, and we'll do a recap.
Lots of tears
again,
will be shed.
once it's over.
And that's January 14th.
14th. It's a
right?
Tuesday. So be on the lookout for the podcast that week from us on that Friday. We'll most likely be recapping that unless something else comes up.
Right.
But yeah, I know, like we mentioned in the beginning, we're really going to be talking about anything nerdy, taking quizzes, doing makeup on each other.
Right.
Just being overall weirdos, because why not?
If you couldn't tell, like, we're weird, so it'll be fun.
Welcome to the club. Yay.
Woo.
But, yeah, so anything nerdy. And again, if you guys have ideas that you want us to talk about, any specific topics,
Please let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know. We
Let
like
us
taking
know.
quizzes and, just quizzing each other, too, I think would be kind of fun, where we take a topic that Kaitlyn knows really well and, quiz her on some things and then do the same for me. So you could do an office quiz with me. That'd be a lot of fun.
But do we have to?
I want to, so yes.
But why?
It'd be fun. Come on, that'd be fun.
But why?
We could do something you want to do. We could do a Legends quiz. How's that? Deal.
But are we doing
Done.
a Legends podcast eventually? Like,
I
if
don't know
time
very-
travel was possible,
That could
kind
be
of
fun.
thing. Isn't that what we're doing? I thought we already had it
that could
planned
be
out.
fun. We did, but, like, we weren't going to tie
Our
Legends
voices
into
just
it.
got really high when people talked.
We weren't going to tie Legends into it, were we?
We can.
Let's do it
Because they're the best time travelers
Um,
to ever grace.
But yeah, so coming
The
up
universe.
next week, just to kind of end things here in a bit, we are going to be reviewing Rise of Skywalker, the last Star Wars movie in the Skywalker saga.
So, okay. I'm one of the very few people that actually enjoyed The Last Jedi. She could talk for I don't know how long
Can we
about The Last
dedicate
Jedi.
a podcast on how terrible that movie is, please?
I liked it. Just visually, it was stunning.
That's the only good thing about it, and even then, it wasn't that, like, special.
Okay, I'm gonna go now.
Bye.
But yeah, no. So we're talking about Rise of Skywalker next week.
Yes,
since that comes
so-
out. We'll be seeing that on Thursday.
Yeah, we're seeing it Thursday night, and we'll talk about it Friday morning when we record the next podcast. I don't have any expectations for this at all. I'm
I'm just
I'm
sad
going in with
'cause
zero.
Well, it's the last in the Skywalker saga. Like
Right.
what?
Honestly,
It's the last time you can see a Skywalker saga specific Star Wars movie in theaters.
The
why
only-
not go see it? It's the last chance.
the only reason I'm excited is that J.J. Abrams is back. Ryan Johnson just screwed everything up with The Last Jedi.
Which Ryan
Again,
Johnson is also from Colorado.
Woo!
Fun fact for
With
the
all
day.
of that, again, I could go on and on about The Last Jedi and how terrible it is and how it's not a Star Wars movie at all.
You
and
know what I'm
the
excited
disservice
about,
they did
though?
to those characters, but I'm not gonna. I'll rein it in.
You know what I'm excited about though?
What?
Solar flares.
Oh, jeez.
Lens flares, whatever it is.
That's
lens
true.
flares. That's
That
what
is
it's called.
true.
Because it's just like with Star Trek. Well, okay, yeah, solar flares are bad. Wrong word. But lens flares.
Lens flares.
I've had a little bit too much to drink, and it wasn't even that much. I just haven't had food yet.
Lens flares.
Lens flares, because like with
He
Star
does
Trek,
do
he
a
did all
lot.
of that. He did that in Force Awakens. So like, I'm just expecting lens flare, lens flare, lens flare.
It'll be great. At least it's
It'll be just
interesting,
like-
unlike The Last Jedi.
Well, it'll be just like with the prequels when they did the weird like slide wipe things to transition from scene to scene. It'll just be lens flare instead of the slide transition
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I'm just glad JJ's back. He should have done the full trilogy to begin with.
Was there a reason he didn't?
I don't know. I don't know if he was filming something else or what, but might have been a money thing. I don't know. So
it's always about the money, unfortunately.
Rian Johnson should not have directed The Last Jedi, and I'm going to leave it at that.
I don't want to comment because then she's just gonna give me a hard time for the rest of the day.
So can we please do a podcast just devoted for my sheer hatred of The Last Jedi?
So you will be by yourself.
I'm totally okay with that.
And I will just be sitting here and not talking, or I will make just grunts because I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you.
Well, we could do one where I just tear it apart and talk about how much I hate it, and then the next one could be about why you like it.
Or the first half, or we split it up.
We could do that.
If you like that idea, let us know.
Right.
I had
it.
a point. I had a point that I was going to go with.
Absolutely hated it. It's garbage. So, yeah, I have no expectations for Rise of Skywalker. Palpatine is coming back somehow. I kind of hope they bring Anakin back in, like, ghost form.
Okay. There was a recent...
Force ghost form.
I don't know if you saw it. There was a recent promo for Rise of Skywalker where pretty much...
Did they show Palpatine?
They didn't show him, but he talked more. And he pretty much was like talking...
I just got excited, but I don't have any expectations. I don't know what to think. Okay.
You got excited about it?
I got excited because Palpatine is like... It's all about Palpatine. It's all about Anakin.
True. Okay,
that's what the Skywalker saga is about.
But with that, though, so I guess in this promo...
Light side, dark side.
I guess in this promo, it was Palpatine talking to Kylo Ren, Ben.
Boo. Boo.
I would show you a certain finger right now if I could. This one, it's my pointer finger.
I'm gonna turn around so I don't have to see you as you say this.
Well, now I forget where. Oh yeah. So with the promo, so Palpatine was talking to Kylo Ren. He's like, "I've been the voices in your head." So anything from Vader to Snoke. I almost forgot his name. So he's been kind of like manipulating Kylo into thinking like all of this was happening. So it's kind of one point that I will agree with is just kind of getting rid of everything that Anakin did in the prequels, everything that Anakin is as a character, because it's like, did that happen?
Right. That's why I'm so nervous.
Or was Palpatine just pulling the strings on his puppetry and just like, because we always have to talk about puppets.
Honestly, I just want them to bring Anakin back in some capacity. Whether that's a Force ghost, a voice, just something to like kind of tie everything full circle.
Wasn't there a rumor about Hayden Christensen like on set for it?
Yes, there was.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yep, we're seeing
it. Stay tuned.
December 19th is when we're seeing it. So
again, it comes out the 20th in your local theater near you. Buy some popcorn. Enjoy the movie.
Also,
do you.
Real fast. I hate it when people clap during
movies.
my
God. It's like when you're on the airplane and they clap when you land.
That happened when I saw The Last Jedi for the first time. And I hate it. I was sitting there just seething. And people were clapping. And it just made me more mad.
They clap when like the first, like the opening credits come on. They're like, oh my gosh.
I hate it.
I'm like, that's great.
Just
shut up.
Just watch the movie. Just watch the movie. You don't need to clap. It's not like you're like on a plane. Like, I mean, I hate that too. But
yeah, like when you land and there's like some turbulence. I'm not the best flyer, but it's like, yeah, we made it. Good for you.
So if you're seeing Rise of Skywalker, do not clap during the movie. Do not make sounds. Just watch the movie and enjoy it.
We will judge you.
You ruin it for everybody else when you do that. Because then we miss stuff. We're more focused on you than the movie. And we paid money to see it. So
a lot of money.
Keep it to yourself.
It's I'm excited still. It was expensive, but I'm excited for it.
Right. But
that's next week.
That is next week. So we will see you guys then.
I'm going to let you handle this.
Yep. I'm going to do this. So we want to thank our community now for putting on this podcast. We also want to thank Joe Altman. He's the big honcho here, so thank you, Joe. We also want to thank our producer, Josh. He's the one that helped us put all this together. Would not be possible without him.
He's going like this right now if you can see me.
And we want to give a thank you to all you viewers out there. If you're fans of Supergirl, the CW, you're awesome. We love you. We're excited for next week, and we'll go from there. So just make sure you subscribe down below. All of the links are in the description.
And I believe we'll be making a Instagram account.
Yes.
Some social media accounts. So we'll make sure to put those in the link box below.
Yep. Follow our
make sure-
cosplay pages. They're down
We'll put
below.
those in there too. So make sure you guys follow us, and we'll talk about whatever your suggestions you guys have. But we're excited, and we appreciate you weirdos. So
Yes.
thank
All right.
you, and
See you guys later.
bye.